Good morning, everyone. How are you all? Hope you're all fine. Welcome back to our social science class and the chapter which we have started few days ago. The chapter name is Advent of Europeans to India. Whereas in the last class we were discussing about the rule of Britishers over India. We have studied the king of Bengal, Farrukh Shiar. He has given a permission or the dastak we can call to the Britishers for maintaining business in India. So British East India Company, it is started in Bengal with the permission of King Farrukh Shiar. Later on, in the later days, the British East India Company started to misuse the dastak. Dastak, it means a permission letter to start the business in India without paying any taxes. I mean to India in a sense in Bengal. So with the help of this, the Britishers started to sell, or else they started to give it on rent, the dastak letter, to the others. So due to certain reasons, the treasury of the king or the treasury of the Bengal government, it started to become completely empty. Because most of the people, those who were the Indian and even the non-Indian people, they were having the dastaks, and with the help of those dastaks, in that dastak it was mentioned very clearly, the people those who are maintaining the business here, they need not to pay the taxes. So when they are showing the pass or the dastaks, after watching the dastak, the government official members, they were not collecting the taxes because of the misuse of the dastaks which the Britishers have did there. So in later period, after the death of Farrukh Shiar, the later on whoever has come, Ali Vardi Khan it may be there, or Siraj-ud-Dawla it may be there, they just went in against of the dastak system. They tried to abolish the dastak system. So when they were abolishing the dastak system, so there we can find that some of the clashes held in between of Britishers and Indian rulers. Ali Vardi Khan, grandfather of Siraj-ud-Dawla, the person one who has opposed the dastak system very strictly, has died in the year of 1756. After that, in the history of Bengal, various changes have taken place. What are the major changes? The change number one is Battle of Plassey. Change number two is Dwell Government. Change number three is Battle of Buxar. So what are these things? These are all the things we will discuss in detail in today's class. So let's go ahead with the Battle of Plassey, which was held in the year of 1757. Ali Vardi Khan, the Nawab of Bengal, died in the year of 1756. Or I must have to tell you that Ali Vardi Khan was the grandfather of Siraj-ud-Dawla, the new ruler of the Bengal. So Ali Vardi Khan, the last ruler of the Bengal regions before the Battle of Plassey, he died in the year of 1756. He was the grandfather of Siraj-ud-Dawla. His grandson Siraj-ud-Dawla came to throne when he was just 17-year-old. Siraj-ud-Dawla was not that much of a matured man, he was not that much of a matured ruler, but when he was just a 17-year-old, the incident, or you can consider that the fate, it made him to be the new ruler of the Bengal. Because Bengal's the ruler Ali Vardi Khan died. After the death of him, his son was also not at all there. So in place of the son, or in place of Ali Vardi Khan, Siraj-ud-Dawla, 17-year-old boy, he has become the ruler of Bengal. The Battle of Plassey took place in between of Siraj-ud-Dawla and Britishers. Among the Britishers, I must have to tell you, instead of Britishers, the specific name if I want to take, that's a Clive. Robert Clive. The Battle of Plassey, it took place in between of Siraj-ud-Dawla and Robert Clive, or the Britishers, in the year of 1757. Then what are the things have taken place? So why the battle have taken place? What are the major reasons are there? So when we are going through the reasons, there we can find that there are three specific reasons are there, my dear children, which you have to remember, because during the examination time the question may come that what are the reasons of the Battle of Plassey? For 3 marks, definitely this question will be there. So reason number one, misuse of a dastak. Reason number two, mending the fort without the permissions. Then reason number three is Black Room tragedy. So let's go in detail of all these three reasons. Reason number one, we'll go misuse of a dastak. As I have told you, the last ruler, I mean to say, in the initial days when the British people enter into the Bengal province, not in India, in Bengal province when they have entered. So the ruler of the Bengal was the Farrukhsiyar. Farrukhsiyar was the grandfather of Alivardi Khan. So the ruler of Bengal, Farrukhsiyar, he has given a permission to the British East India Company for maintaining business in Bengal regions without paying any taxes, or else we can call that it was a license to the British people to maintain their business in India without any taxes, and it is restricted only the business, not for construction of the fort or not for maintaining the ruling and all, nothing. It was purely for the business purpose. It was returned and it is being sealed up and given to the Britishers. Now after these things, the Britishers started to misuse the dastak, the permission or the license letter which they got. That license started to be completely misused by the Britishers. They used to sell it to the Indian merchants for the sake of money, for the sake of their own beneficiaries. So here Indian merchants, they were purchasing the dastak letter from the Britishers, and that dastak letter they were showing to the government officers or the Farrukhsiyar's ministers, those who will come for collection of the taxes and all. They were showing the dastak letter to them, which was licensed, that it was clearly said that yes, from this person you need not to collect any source of taxes. It was clearly mentioned. So that letter they were showing it out. So in one to another hand it was reaching, and in similar manner most of the Indian people and the Britishers, they started to be like as a cheating manner, we can call it out. So in indirect sense, I must have to tell you, the treasury of the Bengal regions, it started to become bare. It was completely empty because nobody was there to pay the taxes. So anyhow, the Britishers, they got a permission for maintaining business without any taxes. But what about the Indians, those who are maintaining business in surrounding of the Bengal regions and all? For example, if you are having a shop in your area and all, so you need to pay a little taxes to the government of India, because though you are the Indians, though we are all belonging to one region itself, but they will collect the tax because they need to run the country. In a similar manner, for running the country, the dynasty, it needs the taxes. So when they were moving ahead for the collection of the taxes, everybody were having the dastaks with them. So due to certain reasons, the Britishers' treasury, it started to increase because they were collecting the money from the Indians as on the rent, and the Indian government or the rulers or the dynasty's income, it started to become drained up. It was completely becoming as equivalent for the nothing only. So in such a manner it was converting. So misuse of a dastak, it was taking place. So due to certain reasons, when the Siraj-ud-Dawla come to know about these matters, he decided to invade, he decided to attack on the Britishers and stop entire the dastak system. So one reason is about the misuse of dastak. The second reason, mending the fort without the permissions. So British people, they got a permission to maintain the business in certain regions, in certain areas like as a Calcutta and all. So British people, without taking a permission from the ruler Siraj-ud-Dawla, because the Britishers thought that okay, Siraj-ud-Dawla no chalta hai yaar, 17 saal ka bachcha hai, ನಡೀತದೆ, 17 ವರ್ಷದ ಹುಡುಗದನ, ಅವ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. So that was the thought or misconception which the Britishers were having in their mind. Siraj-ud-Dawla, only the 17-year-old boy, what he can do that, let us construct a fort. ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಕೋಟೆಗೋಡೆಯನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಬಿಡೋಣ, 17 ವರ್ಷದ ರಾಜಧಾನ, ಅವನದೇನು ಹಚ್ಚಿರಿ, ಬಂದು ಏನಾದರೂ ಕೇಳಿದ್ನಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಾಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಈ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಬೆಂಗಾಲದ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಫೋರ್ಟ್ ವಿಲಿಯಂ ಅನ್ನು ಕಟ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೈಂಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಟ್ ವಿಲಿಯಂ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಂತಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಟ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಏರಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ Bengal. When the Siraj-ud-Dawla come to know about this matter, when he come to know about the matter that the Britishers are constructing a fort around the place called Calcutta, so then Siraj-ud-Dawla declared a war, and directly he went to the Fort William in Calcutta and he demolished the building, or he demolished the fort. ಕೋಟೆಗೋಡನ್ನೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಉದುರಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲಾ. ನನ್ನ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೇನೆ ನನ್ನ ಆಸ್ಥಾನದೊಳಗಡೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನೀನು ಕೋಟೆ ಕಟ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ವಿರುದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ದಂಗೆ ಎದ್ದು ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ, ತಿರುಗಿ ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಒನ್ ರೀಸನ್. ಎರಡನೇ ಕಾರಣ ಆಯ್ತಿದು ಪ್ಲಾಸಿ ಯುದ್ಧಕ್ಕೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಮೂರನೇ ಕಾರಣ ಏನಂದರೆ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ರೂಮ್ ಟ್ರಾಜಡಿ. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೇಂಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಟ್ ವಿಲಿಯಂ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಸೈನಿಕರನ್ನ ಸುಮಾರು 146 ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಸೈನಿಕರು ಸೆರೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಾರೆ. 146 Britishers were got imprisoned by the Sirajuddaula in the year of 1757. 1757ಕ್ಕೆ 146 ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರನ್ನ ಸೆರೆ ಹಾಕ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಸೇಂಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಟ್ ವಿಲಿಯಮನ್ನ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಫೋರ್ಟನ್ನು, ಕೋಟೆಗೋಡೆಯನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಛಿದ್ರ ಮಾಡಿ ಬೀಳಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದರೊಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂಥ 146 ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳನ್ನು ಅಥವಾ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರನ್ನ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದು ಜೈಲ್ನೊಳಗಡೆ ಹಾಕ್ತಾನೆ. ಅದು ಒಂದೇ ರೂಮ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ. ಇನ್ ರೂಮಿನ ಲೆಂತ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿತ್ತು? 10 by 10. Length is also 10 feet, and whereas the width is also the 10 feet. A 10 by 10 room it is, and in one 10 by 10 room, which is having a very small window just for passing the air, it was completely a black room. In that room, the Sirajuddaula imprisoned 146 members. 10 by 10 ರೂಮ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ರೂಮ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ 146 ಮಂದಿಗೆ ಒಂದೇ ರೂಮ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಜೈಲಿನೊಳಗಡೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಬಂದ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕತ್ತಲೆ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥ ರೂಮ್. Sirajuddaulas intention, I want to kill the British officers, but directly, not in a different way. Let me kill. How? Black room tragedy, he has decided. So within 10 by 10 feet, what the room it was there, in this room only he has imprisoned 146 British officers. The next day in the morning, when the door was opened, when the door of the jail, when it was opened, so by the time we can find that 123 members were died and only 23 members were remain alive. 123 ಜನ ಸತ್ತಿದ್ರು ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು, ಬರೀ 23 ಜನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಉಳಿದಿದ್ರು. So this is what we can call it as a black room tragedy. This is enraged the anger of a Britishers. ಸೊ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರು ಸಿಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಏಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ, ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲಾ ಸಿಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಏಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಅಥವಾ ಯುದ್ಧಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಆಗಿದ್ದು 3 ರೀಸನ್ಸ್ಗಳು. ಮಿಸ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಸ್ತಕ್, ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರು ದಸ್ತಕನ್ನು ಮಿಸ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅದನ್ನು ಕಂಡು ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲಾ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಅದು ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರಿಗೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಸಿಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಒಂದನೇ ರೀಸನ್ಸು. ಎರಡನೇ ರೀಸನ್ಸು, ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೇನೆ, ರಾಜನ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೇನೆ ಕೋಟೆಯನ್ನು ಅಂದರೆ ಕಲ್ಕತ್ತಾ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಕೋಟೆ ಕಟ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ರಾಜ ಬಂದು, ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲಾ ಬಂದು ಛಿದ್ರಗೊಳಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಬೀಳಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ಇನ್ನು ನಾಲ್ಕನೇದು, ಛಿದ್ರಗೊಳಿಸಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂರನೇ ರೀಸನ್ಸು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂಥ ಸೈನಿಕರಿಗೆ ಸುಮಾರು 146 ಸೈನಿಕರನ್ನು ಒಂದೇ ರೂಮ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹಾಕ್ತಾನೆ. ಅದು 10 by 10 ರೂಮ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, ಕತ್ತಲೆ ರೂಮ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 146 ಜನ 146ರಲ್ಲಿ 123 ಜನ ಸಾಯ್ತಾರೆ, ಬರೀ 23 ಜನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈ 3 ಕಾರಣಗಳೇನಾಗ್ತವೆ, ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲನ ವಿರುದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ದಂಗೆ ಏಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರೇರೇಪಣೆ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ತವೆ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರಿಗೆ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, Robert Clive attracted. Now the Robert Clive started to make his own plan. At hook or crook, I have to smash the Sirajuddaulah. I must have to kill the Sirajuddaulah. So then he started to attract the Indian rich localites. Our own people he was attracting. Like as Manik Chand, a person name I can call him. Manik Chand, Omni Chand and the Jagat Seth and others. Manik Chand, Omni Chand and Jagat Seth. So these were the 3 most richest people during the 1857's battle called the Plassey. So these 3 people of these 3 members from the India, they started to give a lot of support to the Robert Clive for defeating Sirajuddaulah. They were paying money also, they were paying the armed force, everything else they were providing, because Robert Clive, he just attracted all these 3 members by giving them money, it may be there, or else by certain reasons it may be there. He attracted them, he brought them towards him. Hope you are understanding. So then the Manik Chand, Omni Chand and Jagat Seth, so these 3 members got completely attracted towards the Sirajuddaulah, and they kneeled down in front of him and they were ready to do anything for the sake of, they were attracted towards Robert Clive and they were ready to do anything for the Robert Clive. Next we'll see that after these things, Sirajuddaullah's next target is Mir Jafar. So as I have told you in the previous class, this Mir Jafar, he was none other than, he was from the far, he was the uncle of Sirajuddaulah one side. At another side, if I must have to tell you in a sense, Mir Jafar was the commanding leaders. I mean to say the armed force of Sirajuddaulah as a leader he was. He was the leader of armed force of Sirajuddaulah. So then Robert Clive moved towards Mir Jafar and he paid him certain booty, he paid him certain amount, and he asked him, I am going to declare a war against of Sirajuddaulah, and your force, your army, it should be remain very neutral. You should not let the Sirajuddaulah to know that you are in support of me, and I will also not at all ask you any support, but you must have to remain very neutral when the war declares in the war field itself. ಓಕೆ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಯುದ್ಧ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲಾ ರಾಬರ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲೈವ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಮೀರ್ ಜಾಫರ್ಗೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹಾಕುತ್ತಾನೆ. ಈ ಮೀರ್ ಜಾಫರ್ ಯಾರಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲನ ಅಂದರೆ ರಾಜನ ದೂರದ ಸಂಬಂಧಿನೂ ಕೂಡ ಹೌದು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ರೀತಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಮಿಲಿಟರಿಯ ಹೆಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಮಿಲಿಟರಿ ಕಮಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್, ಸೊ ಆ ಮಿಲಿಟರಿ ಕಮಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ನ ಲೀಡರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ, ಹೆಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಬರ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲೈವ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ ಆ ಮೀರ್ ಜಾಫರನ್ನು ತನ್ನ ಕಡೆ ಸೆಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮೀರ್ ಜಾಫರ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಯುದ್ಧದ ಸಂದರ್ಭದೊಳಗಡೆ, ಯುದ್ಧ ಭೂಮಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನೀನು ಮೀರ್ ಜಾಫರ್ನ ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲನ ಪರವಾಗಿ ನಿಂತ್ಕೋ, ಆದರೆ ಯುದ್ಧ ಘೋಷಣೆ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಸೈನಿಕರನ್ನು ನನ್ನ ಕಡೆ ತಂದುಬಿಡು, ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲನ ಕತೆ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬಿಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಟಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸಿ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ಯುದ್ಧ ಭೂಮಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಒನ್ ಸೈಡ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ದಟ್ at one side we can find 50,000 soldiers are there, and these all the 50,000 soldiers belongs to Sirajuddaulah. Okay, Sirajuddaulah. At another side we can find that Robert Clive, he had 20,000 soldiers. Robert Clive had 20,000 soldiers. When the war declared, the situation is going to become vice versa. ಯುದ್ಧ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲನ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ಮಿಲಿಟರಿ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, 30,000 soldiers, those who were there in the control of ಮೀರ್ ಜಾಫರ್ನ ಕೈ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸುಮಾರು 30,000 ಸೈನಿಕರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಸೈನಿಕರನ್ನು ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲನ್ಗೆ ನಡು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆ ಸೈನಿಕರನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ರಾಬರ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲೈವ್ಗೆ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಇವಾಗ ರಾಬರ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲೈವ್ ಹತ್ರ ಇರುವಂಥ 30,000 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ರಾಬರ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲೈವ್ ಹತ್ರ ಇರುವಂಥ 20, ಮೀರ್ ಜಾಫರ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಇರುವಂಥ 30, ಎರಡೂ ಸೇರಿ 50,000 ರಾಬರ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲೈವ್ನ ಸೈನಿಕರಾಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಬರೀ 20,000 ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲನ ಸೈನಿಕರಾಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲಾ ಮೋಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮೀರ್ ಜಾಫರ್ ಮೋಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲ್ಗೆ. ಅದು ಹೆಂಗಂದ್ರೆ ರಾಬರ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲೈವ್ನ ಬ್ರೈನಿಂದಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಬರ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲೈವ್ ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲನ್ನ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಸೋಲಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲಾ ಡೈಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಇಯರ್ ಆಫ್ 1757. Sirajuddaulah took a last breath in the year of 1757. Thus here ends the battle of Plassey. So illige battle of Plassey mugitade. So after this, what are the outcomes of this battle? So the outcome number 1, this war brought immorality, the lack of unity among the Indians. First point that the Indians were not having among the unity. Okay, the Indians were not at all having unity among themselves. ತಮ್ಮೊಳಗಡೆ ಭಾರತೀಯರ ಹತ್ರ ಯುನಿಟಿ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಮೇನ್ ರೀಸನ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ದ ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲಾ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಟಲ್. Second one, Mir Jafar become the new ruler of Bengal, because the Britishers, they have promised to the Mir Jafar, if you are supporting us during the battle of Plassey, then definitely you will be the ruler of that, but only for the namesake, puppet. Okay, only for naam ke vaste you will be the ruler, remaining all the authority will be ours only. So since then Mir Jafar become the new ruler of Bengal, and with the help of this, the British East India Company gained complete rights over the Bengal's business. They started to do business in Bengal with a higher price, like whatever the things they were wishing, it started to held out there. Then again we can find that Mir Jafar need to pay 17 crore and 70 lakh rupees to the Britishers. Mir Jafar need to pay 17 crore and 70 lakh to the Britishers. So why he has to pay? The question may come in our mind. So for this question, the answer is very simple, my dear children. The answer is that because Sirajuddaulah, he attacked on the Fort William and he has demolished the Fort William. So as a penalty of that demolish, ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲಾ ಕಲ್ಕತ್ತಾ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ಫೋರ್ಟ್ ವಿಲಿಯಂ ಅನ್ನು ಬೆಳೆಸುವಂಥ ಪರಿಣಾಮ ಮತ್ತು 146 ಸೈನಿಕರನ್ನು ಒಯ್ದುಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 123 ಜನ ಸತ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರೆಲ್ಲರ ಪರಿಣಾಮವಾಗಿ ಮೀರ್ ಜಾಫರ್ನಿಗೆ ರಾಜ ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ ಮೀರ್ ಜಾಫರ್ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಪೇ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾರೆ, 17 ಕೋಟಿ 70 ಲಕ್ಷ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಆಸ್ ಪರ್ ದ 17 crore and 70 lakh Mir Jafar paid to the Britishers. Hope you are understanding. So these are the outcomes of the Battle of Plassey. So this Battle of Plassey, again I will revise it on tomorrow. Till the tomorrow, please stay safe. Okay, thank you.